Hello everyone, this is Alexandra from helixatar. I want to thank you for all your comments, all your shares, or all your thumbs up, also for all your thumbs down, especially if you explain why. I read all your comments, I'm not always answering, but I read them always. And yeah, and for every email you wrote me. So thank you for all this. And we're starting reading for March, although it's the 10th of February. But I thought that maybe if I start this early, this time I'll be on time with everything. So I hope you are all well. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, don't be disheartened. Just check your sun sign, but also your moon sign, and perhaps especially your rising sign. Okay? Alright, so let's begin. See you in your reading. Hello Taurus, this is a reading for you for March 2017. As you can see, I've already laid out the cards as I was doing the reading in Polish, so I already know what's going on here. So let's begin. At the bottom of the deck you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is always about the mind trap. This is what our mind is very good at, trapping us. And especially making the impression, creating an illusion that it is us, that the mind is our self, which is absolutely not true. So this situation of being trapped into your thoughts, in the cage of your thoughts, only happens when you believe your mind when it tells you, I am all you have. I am all that you are. There's nothing beyond me. And this is totally not true. And this card depicts it beautifully, because here we can see this person trapped by mind as an observer. So who is the observer? Who is this person who's looking at this woman in the cage of her thoughts? I don't know if I'm clear about it, but if you can see that you're trapped in your mind, that means you are not your mind. That means you are something more. But if you believe that you are your mind, and that your mind is all you have and all you are, then you are this person personificated here, blind, binded, unable to move. So never trust your mind when it tells you, I am you, I am all you have. You can't leave me, you can't go out because you'll die then. No, it's not true. You will see so much more. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions either. You're so much more. Okay? So you can clearly see that there is a way out of here. That you can just step outside. Take off your blindfold. Take off this rope. Loosen it. It's quite loose already. And go to the castle. So I feel this is your challenge for this month. To step outside of it. To look from the outside on this part of you entrapped by your mind. To be above it. Perhaps to explore. What is self? How the mind is playing with you, how it tries to capture you within yourself, within your mind. The mind is trying to capture you within itself. I think it's important to explore on this subject more, because there's always way out. You just don't see it if you think you are this person, but you're not. Okay, now the reading is very interesting. I think one of the most interesting readings so far this month. And it's beautifully embedded within these two cards. The World and the Fool. That is the end and the beginning. So something ends this month, but you are also on the brink of a new journey. And what's happening in between is an interesting story of someone very sensitive, loving and compassionate, who is offering her cup to someone. She's asking for intimacy. She's soft and open. And this love is a motherly love, a love that is unconditional. So if it's you, you're offering this love. If it's someone else, you are offered this love, or you see someone like this. It is a story of a person. It can be you, but it doesn't have to be. So just listen to the story of the person who is giving her cup, opening her heart, giving her emotions to someone. And she's on the brink of a journey. And she's thinking, can be he or she, of course. It's a general reading, so it's gender neutral, really. She's on the brink of a new journey. The world is within her reach, and she's planning it. She's wondering which way to go. And she's also wondering, is there someone who's going to go with me? Okay? So this is upright, and let's put it this way for a while. And then we have this this beautiful Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, that is always an open heart, a healing energy, an energy of love that is smoothing everything and that is healing everything. These beautiful streams of pure water overflowing. So someone here, perhaps you, perhaps someone else, is filled with love and has this excess of love, ready to share, ready to give, without the danger that this love will end, that there won't be enough for everyone. No, there is enough for everyone. It's overflowing. So that's why I speak about excess of love. If you have this excess built within you, you can share. Only then you can share. But what happens here, and this is the most important moment of this reading, one of the most important moments, is that this cup is reversed. So all this love, all this beautiful opening, all this beautiful energy is not received. It is not wanted. Perhaps someone is not ready to receive it. Perhaps someone hasn't decided to receive it. Perhaps this is this Queen of Swords who doesn't want to receive it. If it is, it can be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it doesn't have to be. I have another story for this. So, no matter why, this cup is not received. This cup is moved away. It is not needed for some reason. which is not true. It's always needed. It's a gift. It's a beautiful gift. It's a treasure. Everyone should desire it. But for some reason, some people are not ready. So it's not received. And what happens then is that this card is reversed. There is no one to go and conquer the world with. There's no plan to be made. There's no decision to be made. There's no decision to be taken, I should say. Because this cup is no longer. It's wasted in a way. Of course, if you have this excess, this reversal it's not the end of the world, right? Because it's going to be upright again and it's going to be full again. But when you expose your feelings to someone who's not ready to receive them, it can be painful. It can create a similar feeling of not being able to receive love in our lives. So for this time, it's reversed. So there's no plan to be made. There's no decision to be taken. Nobody's going nowhere, anywhere. It's ended. This decision phase no longer valid. And the person who was Queen of Cups becomes Queen of Swords. They are so much different. Look, she's giving. She's intimate. She's ready to give. She's ready to share. She's ready to love. This one? Oh, she learned her lesson. She's wise. So she's saying, come here, with one hand. But in the other she's holding the sword. And if you try to hurt her again, she's going to cut your head off. And again, this can be someone in your life, but this also can be you, hurt by this refusal. Hurt. And when you're hurt, you become very careful, sometimes too careful. You close. This one, intimate, barefoot. This one, boots, crossed legs, sword in her hand. Cautious, dubious, but wise. For some reason, life gives you this opportunity to learn something. Life gives you this perhaps bitter lesson in your life, to learn something. To learn something about people that are not ready to receive your cup. It's not your fault. It's never fault. But what's good and what you're doing here is you take responsibility. You have this emperor here. You take responsibility for what happened. There's no need to be, overly sad about it. Or, of course, you can be sad, you can cry, etc., etc. But don't blame yourself. It's good to offer a cup. But it's also good to know who should you offer your cup. What kind of person is that? It's good for you to learn how to recognize people that are not ready to receive it and never do it again. It's also good to recognize people who are ready to receive it and try with them once more. But what happens here is, as I said, you become closed, you become cautious, And it's out of responsibility. Because you are responsible for your heart. You're responsible for your feelings, for how you feel. Because how you feel influences people around you. These kids, for example. And if you feel bad, these people also can feel it. It also influences their lives. So you decide to be cautious and ready for such circumstances. You're armored here. It's even more than here. You're totally cut off. You cut your feelings out. Nobody can get into you. This heart is open no more. Open no more. It will also pass. But perhaps now you need to protect yourself. Protect yourself and protect those that are darlings to you, that are dear to you. Okay? So again, don't blame yourself. Never. You did nothing wrong. You trusted someone. It wasn't the right person. You learned something. Now you're cautious. You're going to defend what's best in your life. You're going to be responsible. But nothing is forever in this life. And this also won't be forever. Because there comes something that destroys your armor. Some force from the universe. When I was reading this in Polish, I laughed when I saw the tower, because it appears in almost every reading. Almost each of them contains the tower, or death, or karma. So transitional energies. And you need something very abrupt to pierce armor, to destroy armor, to break into someone. You can't always be like that. You can't always be cold and only responsible and hard with this plate armor. No, it won't last. It won't be forever. Something will come. And I laugh at the tower because I know the tower is considered a very unpleasant card. That something unexpected happens and destroys something. But what if it destroys this armor? Isn't it optimistic? When I think about events that we don't expect, falling in love is like that. Look, they fall. Perhaps they fall in love. Meeting someone who unexpectedly becomes your friend, as if you were always together. It is unexpected, and it is the tower, and it destroys something in your life. For example, some thinking pattern about life. So, if the structure is destroyed by the universe that is friendly towards us, it means the structure is no longer needed. It means the structure was important for some time in a specific period in your life, but now it's time to change. Now it's time to go out. If not through the door, then through the window. Okay? So don't be afraid of tower, because sometimes it just makes us free. Maybe it will make you free from this. It is also possible. So this tower is, as you say in English, a bliss in disguise? Blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. Yes. Okay, and when you're free from this armor, from this cautiousness, it's for you to be ready to go. to be clean again, to be clear again, to be innocent again, like this fool, like this child, taking first steps in next chapter of your journey, which is a beautiful journey. Our life is an instant, constant journey, and it's not about the place it ends in, because it never ends. It's about what we see when we go. And this person, when I look at him or her, this person is overwhelmed by the beauty of the world. She sees it. She sees beautiful sky, the sun, clouds, the view. And she's ready to receive again, to receive experiences in the way. The fun is in the way, not in the goal. So, this reading is very Zen for me. And it's very much about the self, the traps of the self. And it's very much about these ups and downs in life, and how harsh experiences are also needed in our lives to gain knowledge and to connect with right energies next time. Sometimes we need these harsh experiences to find energies that are proper to us. And that's what's happening here. So expect the unexpected at the end of March, Taurus, and be ready for all this and receive it with gratefulness, because it's all for your good, I feel. I wish you a very beautiful month of March. Bye-bye.